I was very scared to resume our neighborhood TNR, and here's why. During our last TNR wave, one of the cats named BB passed away, and it's been very traumatic. And to be honest, after that, I wanted to completely give up on TNR. I still somehow managed to trap Mixie, but after that, I needed a break because I didn't have the money or energy to deal with it again. A lot of you know I'm not religious and I don't believe in afterlife, so I felt a lot of guilt for what happened to BB because she had only one life and it was gone because of me. And many of you said that it wasn't my fault and there was no way I could have known that she wasn't healthy and it was going to end up this way, but I still felt like had I not trapped her, maybe she would live for another months or two or a year, but because I trapped her, took her to the vet, she passed away, and I still carry a lot of guilt because of that. And I wanted to pay a tribute to her, but I couldn't because it just felt too painful. And a lot of you might have noticed by now I am hypersensitive and I have a hard time processing very intense emotions because I feel very strongly about everything. So I decided to just take a break and I was like, whatever, I'm not gonna do TNR anymore until I noticed that a lot of neighborhood cats were either getting pregnant or they have given birth and then their babies were stolen and missing. So I knew that, I had to stop this cycle, and this really isn't about me or my feelings, it's about their well-being. So I had to get my shit together and just do what I had to do. Many of you suggested that I would use a drop trap to, trap feral cats, but I had a very traumatic experience with a drop trap. That's how I trapped BB, and ever since then I really don't feel comfortable using it. So I just use a carrier. I'm a lot better at befriending stray cats and getting to pet them, and once I can pet them I can put them in a carrier. So that's how I do it. I know it's not the best way to do it, but that's what I'm comfortable with right now. So many of you also said that why don't I just call some rescue group or some TNR group. Unfortunately, we don't have that here. I know it might be a thing where you're from, but it's not a thing in China. So a lot of the TNR is done by just volunteers, people trapping cats themselves and taking them to the hospitals. So yeah, that's where I'm at with TNR. I am going to try my best to trap as many cats as I can and just be strong about it. My biggest fear was trapping cats in Pumpkin Pie's area because I know that a lot of them are not healthy. Like Maisie, she always has this stuffed nose. I would really like to get it checked and get her fixed. I also see that I think Tiffy is not very healthy because sometimes she just sticks her tongue out. I don't know if she is developing stomatitis or maybe it's just a quirk of hers.